Hey guys, welcome back to the course. In the last video, we have seen the introduction of our project. In this video, we are going to do, uh, first of all, we are going to do the project setup. Okay, and after that, we are going to create this bottom tab navigation. It's too easy. We'll guide you how to build this bottom tab navigation. Okay, and after that, we are gonna set up the React Native vectors icons to show this all the icons. Okay, so let's do quickly the project setup. So for the project setup, what we have to do, we have to type on the browser React Native. Okay, uh, environment setup, something like that. Okay, basically you have to just type React Native. Let me make your life easier, and you have to just click on React Native, click on get started, and after that click on environment setup. Okay, after that, if you scroll down this page, there is one command called this command npx react native at the rate latest init. So let me zoom it. So this is the command npx react native at the rate latest init awesome project, the project name. So if you just copy this command name, okay, and open your folder, whatever place you want to create this projects or set up this project. So you have to open that directory. Okay, so as you can see that I have a alisan directory. Inside that, I had created one folder called YouTube, and inside that I'm going to do the project setup. So I have to just click the right click and click on open in terminal. Okay, and you have to just paste this command. Okay, another way could be just you have to click on this path and write cmd, and it will open the command prompt. Okay, so that's up to you, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to use my terminal, and I have to just paste that command and write the project name. So I'm going to write the project name is called fashion e-commerce app. Okay, and do hit enter. It will gonna took some time. So you can see that it's created a project, and it's gonna downloading the template and will take some time. So let's wait for some time. Now as you can see that our project is downloading, it's set up. Now after that, what we have to do, we have to open this project in our VS Code or code editor. So to open this using the command prompt, you have to type cd and press tab. Okay, so it will suggest the folder name, and just hit enter. Okay, and if you have to just again type tab, so it will suggest any other folder name if you have another folder name. So currently I'm inside my this project directory, and I have to just type code space dot and hit enter. So it will open in the VS Code. This is the one way. Another way it like that, like open your VS Code just by clicking new window. Okay, and just drag this project to the VS Code, and it will open that. Okay, and let me zoom my VS Code, so you can see that this is the project which we have just created. Now let's run this and see what we have inside it. Okay, to run this project, we have command called npm start. We have to write npm start, and after that you can see that we got an option to open. To run on Android, we have to press A. So I'm going to press A, and it will start my emulator. So let's wait for the emulator, and for the first time it's gonna took a longer time, like it could be taken 2 or 3 minutes for you guys. So we have to be patient on this. Now as you can see that our app get started bundling, and it will open this app in some seconds. So let's wait for that bundle. Now I can see that our app is running here in the emulator, and we can see that. Okay, and we can see something, this component like welcome to React Native. Okay, so let's edit this component. Okay, so basically they are using TSX, but I'm going to use JSX. Basically TSX stands for TypeScript, but I'm going to use JavaScript. So let's rename this folder file name from TSX to the JSX, because I'm going to use JavaScript. Okay, and let's delete whole code. Like you can see, this is the whole code. If you can want to see, okay, and I'm going to delete this whole code quickly. Okay, to delete this whole code, we have to just control A and just type delete or package space. It will delete that whole code. Okay, There's one extension which I just want to let you guys know, that is called ES7, okay, which I frequently use in this course. So you can see this is the ES7 React Redux GraphQL React Native snippet, which will make our life easier. So you have to install this extension, make sure you had installed. Okay, and after that, let's close this. Now to create a component in React Native, what you have to type after installing that, just type RNFES. RNFES stand for React Native Functional Export with Style Sheet. Okay, if I remove S and just hit enter, so you can see that we had created a one React Native export component, default export component. Okay, but if you type RNFES, okay, so how this is suggestion is happening, this suggestion is just coming from that due to the I installed that extension ES7. So make sure you guys have installed that extension. And if I type RNFES and do enter, so you can see that we get the style sheet as well. And that's a difference between the using as or not using as. Okay, so you can see that we have set up our project. Now there's one thing which I'm not going to use, so I'm not going to use ESLint. So I'm just going to comment this ESLint code, and I'm also not going to use prettier for now. So I'm just commenting this code as well. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to set up the uh, basically React Native navigation, bottom tab navigation. To set up that, we have to just type React Native navigation. Okay, once you type that, you will get to this website, React navigation. So just open that and click on read docs. After clicking on read docs, if you just scroll down, there is one command, npm install React navigation native. You have to install, copy this command and run in your terminal. So I'm going to stop my emulator and just hit this command. Okay, so it will install okay, this library is installed. Now after that, if you scroll down uh, below, so there is another command called npm install React Native screen and safe area context. So I have to also install that as well. Okay, so it will install. Now after that, if you scroll down more, so inside the root app component, we have to wrap navigation container. Okay, so basically it should be a parent will be navigation container of your root component. Okay, so let's do that as well. Okay, so what they are telling, let's go to the app.jsx. So we have to do like this, navigation container. Okay, and navigation container comes from the React navigation native. Okay, we have to do like this. After that, this is the setup for the React Native navigation, a basic. After that, we have to use bottom tab navigation. So you have to click on a guide section, and inside that we have a tab navigation. You have to click on that, and to use the bottom tab navigation, we have to copy this command and hit on your terminal. And let me zoom my terminal as well, and just hit enter. So it will install the bottom tab navigation as well. Okay, now you can see an example of bottom tab navigation. So let me copy this example thoroughly. Okay, you can also copy this example. This is the minimum example of tab based navigation, and it will become our life easier to understand the code. Again, I'm going to start my emulator. Okay, and we have to type A to run on Android. Okay, so it will start running on this device. Okay, and the code which I had copied from the source, let me copy again, and I have to replace that code with the root app component. Okay, so let's try to understand what is happening inside this code base. Okay, so first of all, what we are doing, okay, let's do from the scratch. Like, I think you guys should know from the scratch, so that will become easier. So I'm going to create one component quickly. Okay, so const app is equal to like this. Okay, and return. And this is how we create a component in React Native. Expose default app. Okay, This is how we create a component in React Native. Okay, and you guys, the error view doesn't exist, so we have to import view from the React Native. Now to implement the bottom tab navigation, we have to do some setup. So first of all, as they have said that we have to wrap our root component with the navigation container. So you can see that we have wrapped the navigation container. After that, as you can see on this example, we have to initialize the const tab and create bottom tab navigator. Okay, so let's do that as well. Const tab is equal to create bottom tab navigator. Okay, and we have to do like this, and the bottom tab navigation is coming from this from React navigation native bottom tabs. Okay, now after that, in this example you can see that we are having a tab dot navigator of the navigation container. So let's do that as well. So tab dot navigator. Okay, and inside that we're gonna have a tab dot screen. Okay, and it's gonna be a taking name. The name will be home, and the another parameter is called component, and we have to pass a component. So for now I'm going to create one component here quickly, function home. Okay, and basically function is a component, if you guys know the basic of React as well. And this is how we create a function or component in React Native. Home. Okay, so you can see that, and I can directly pass this component here. Okay, and now you can see that we had created a bottom tab navigation right now in just few seconds. So let me explain this code thoroughly quickly. So we're gonna have a what options we gonna have. We're gonna have a home. Okay, and we're gonna have another option called basically reorder component as well. So home, reorder, a cart, and account. Okay, okay, so there's one more thing which I just want to know. So I'm going to use camel casing for the name. So home, reorder, like this, cart. Okay, and another component which we have called account as well. Okay, so you can see that we can see a bottom tab navigation with different name on the top. Okay, but currently just rendering a same component, home component. Okay, so let's understand the code quickly what we had written at. So first, what we had done here, we had created a one like arrow functional component. We can have a normal functional component like this as well. Whatever you can create, that doesn't matter. So I created one app component, and inside that you can see this is a arrow functional component. Okay, inside that we are having a navigation container, because they are telling we have to first of all do navigation container. Inside that we have to do tab dot navigator like this, and after that we have to define all the screen, whatever screens we have to do. Okay, and we can see that we had get the tab from the create bottom tab navigator, and bottom tab navigator is coming from the React navigation native bottom tabs, and the navigation container is coming from the React navigation native which we had installed. Okay, now another thing is that what else we have to do, uh, we have to set up the React native vectors icon as well. So let's do that as well quickly. To install the React native vectors icon, what we have to do, we have to just type React native vectors icon in the browser. Okay, npm I and npm React native vectors icons. Okay, so once you hit that, you have to just open that site, and you have to just copy this command npm I React native vectors icons. So I just copy this command. Let me again start my emulator and hit this command, so it will install the React native vectors icon. After installing that, we have to do some configuration as well for the React native vectors icon. First of all, uh, what we have to do, we have to go inside the Android app build.gradle, and we have to just copy paste this command, copy this code. Okay, we have to copy this code. Okay, and let's go inside the Android app build, oh sorry, my bad, Okay, so where we have to go, we have to go inside Android app build.gradle. So I'm inside Android app build.gradle. Awesome. And we have to just paste this command. Okay, now after that, as you can see that I'm inside Android app build.gradle. Okay, the next thing is that if you just scroll down, they're again telling that go on the Android app build.gradle, and you have to just copy paste this code as well inside the dependency block. uh, okay, so I just copy that. Okay, and if you scroll down, let me just scroll down. So we can see there is called a dependency block as well. Yeah, there is one dependency block. Okay, and have to just add this line here. Okay, so as you can see that I had just added this line here as well. So okay, now after that we have to start our server again. Npm start. Okay, so I'm just again running my emulator and have to type a, and make sure you guys also do the after set up the of React Native vectors icon to restart your emulator, otherwise you might get error. So let's understand what we had done quickly for the React Native vectors icon. First of all, we had just paste this command. Okay, and after that we had added this command as well inside the uh, dependency block as implementation code. Okay, now let's learn how we can use the React Native vectors icons. Okay, because that is also crucial part. Okay, before that we are going to create one directory name as a source inside the root directory, and inside source directory I'm going to create another directory name as a screen, and inside the screen I'm going to create one screen name as a home screen dot jsx. Okay, and to create component fastly we have to type rnfes to create a component. Okay, now as you can see that we had created one component called home screen component. Okay, now I just went to the home this app.jsx. Inside the app.screen I have to pass the component, so I'm going to pass my new home screen component, and just by typing that, and you have to what you have to do, you have to just select that text and type control plus space. You will get suggestion, and just import that file as well, or you can manually import this file as well. Okay, now after that let's go to the home screen. Okay, and let's see how we can set up the React Native, how we can do the see the React Native vectors icon. So first of all, if you scroll down, there's one example for the React Native vectors icon. As you can see, yeah, there's one icon, uh, there's one example like const icon from React Native vectors icons. So we have to just paste this line. After that we have to do like this icon. We have to define name what icon you want. So as you can see that in this example he is using icon name as a Facebook. Okay, so we can have name as a Facebook. Okay, and then we can define a size as well. Size will be 25. And if I see that, let me scroll down. So if I show you, so you can see that we are able to see a Facebook icon. Okay, let's try with a different icon and how we can get access to the different React Native vectors icons. So what you have to type React Native vectors icon directory and just press hit enter. So you can see that we get a page React Native vectors icon directory. You have to just open that. Okay, once you open that, we can see a tons of icon like from ad design or so on. So I'm going to type as a name as a account. Oh my bad, the typo, account. You can see that we are getting the material community icons and many more others. Let's type, let's arrow. So if you can see that we have end design icon and typo icon and many more others. So let's suppose you want to use and design icon. So how we can use this? So we have to just copy this name and design. Okay, and this line we have to just replace this line. At the place of icon we have to define another name, and at the place of font or some like this is a font or some icon, we have to use and design just. Okay, and after that we have to do like this and design. Okay, what icon you want to use? I want to use the icon name as a back, this arrow right. Let's suppose I want to use arrow right, so you have to just type like arrow right, and we can define a size, whatever size you want. I want the size will be 50. Oh my bad, the 50. So you can define a 50 as well. As you can see that this is the size of 50. Now as we can also change the color as well. So I want to color will be red for now. Okay, and this is how we can add a React Native vectors icons. Okay, so what we had what we had learned in this video, basically we had seen the React project setup. We have set up the React Native navigation. We have set up the React Native vectors icon setup. In the next video we are going to add this uh, icons on the bottom tab, all the respective icons. Okay, and we will start working on the bottom tab navigation and the home screen. Okay, before that let's summarize that what we had learned and what we had done quickly. So first of all, what we had done, we went to the React Native website. We had copied this command. At the place of awesome project, we define our project name. Okay, and after that we open this project in our VS Code. Okay, now after that, to set up the bottom tab navigation, we have to install React navigation. For that we just went to the React navigation and we installed this package React navigation native. After that we install React Native safe area screen, safe area context. After that we wrap our app component with the navigation container. After setting up the React navigation native, we have to install the bottom tab navigation. So we went to the guides. Inside guides we have a tab navigation. We install the bottom tab. Okay, and this we just copy this code and we just tested it out. Okay, how we build a bottom tab navigator. And basically what how to build, first of all we import the const tab is equal to bottom tab navigator, create bottom tab navigator. And in the root, as we have already done the navigation container, we have to just type like this, and inside that we have to pass the name, and another props is called component, where we have to just pass the component name. Okay, so yeah, that's all in this video. In the next video we are going to add the icons and start working on a home screen.